Hello guys, thanks for checking in again. In this little quick video I will show you how you can create custom user roles and then have a lot of options on how to restrict certain backend access for your clients so they can't mess up the wrong things or the wrong settings and they only have access to the stuff that you want them to have access for. The good thing is you can do this completely with free plugins. You don't need anything fancy for it. The things we will need are Adminimize, the plugin you see here, and User Role Editor. So they will both be found in the plugin library and they are both free. So go and search them, install and activate them, and then you can follow along with me with this video. So what do I have? I have a website with 3 pages, and each page has some meta boxes or custom fields attached to them, so they can put in a title, a text under the title, then a button like a call to action, the URL for the button, and then a background image, for example, just to give an example. And I want them to be able to edit this, so the client will have his own login. He can log in and then he will see, if he go to pages and clicks on the page, he has to see this, but he can't see this, for example, because here you can put in all kinds of stuff like a row layout or whatever, and I don't want them to be able to do this. I only want them to be able to fill in the custom fields that I've made. Okay, what we have to do is first go to users, user role editor. This will pop up if you have the plugin installed. And now we're going to create a custom role. You will see the default roles of WordPress here, but we can add a role here and we can call this whatever you want. For example, this is going to be my client. And you can say I want to start with the capabilities of an author role, add a role. And then we have client here, and we can click on this, granted only, and you will see the things that currently are available for this role. So this role can delete posts, so this is this one here. He can delete published posts, so posts that are already under the all posts, so it already published, he can delete those. Edit posts, also edit published posts. General publish posts, read and upload files. Upload files, this one is necessary if you want them to be able to upload images and other stuff to the website. So if that's the goal of the role, then you should also have this upload files here. What I now want to do, this is all fine for me. He can, my client will be able to put in posts or custom posts. These are over here. For example, the course custom post type I have here. You can see these same capabilities are active here. But now I want to go to pages, and I want to give them some access to pages. I don't want my client to be able to delete pages because that could mess up the whole site, but I want them to be able to edit others pages because I have created the pages, so they are others pages. Also edit pages, and then edit already published pages, and also publish pages. These are the ones. Click on update. Yes. So now my client has these capabilities as an extra. So this is the main thing we want to do. So once we have this set up, we can now create a new user. Let's call this just my dummy client, just to show you. Just make an email address that's not something, just to fill in something. Then just give it a password, confirm the use of a weak password. And I want to attach my client role to this one. Add a new user. So now my dummy client is made. Let me now log in. Dummy client. Test, logging in. So we just have, you already see this is way less than this. Yeah, so that's already a good thing because I don't want my client to have access to all these kinds of things, but I still see too much stuff here. For example, I don't want him to have access to appearance. If I click on it, you will get an error message. So actually it's still restricted because that was how it was set up in the Adminimize plugin, but it's still a bit confusing maybe for my client that this is here and it looks like you can click on it, and you actually can, but then you get some kind of error. Same with tools, it's going to be the same thing. You can click on it, but it's just not functional. So I want this to be hidden as well. Cadence blocks as well. I don't want him to see all this stuff. Jet engine, same thing. It's not working, but it's still a little bit untidy if it's here and if you can click on it and it's not showing up. But now let's check if my pages work. So I go to pages. You see add new is not here, so he can't add new pages, but you see the pages here are inside of the layout, and if I click on it, you see I can edit this as a client and I can click on update, so publishing is no problem whatsoever. Yeah, and you see I already removed the editor as well here, so this is a little bit edited already. Let me go back. If we go to our Adminimize plugin, that's because I probably have already some things set up. Let me uninstall everything and then I will show you. So now everything is deleted. Let me open it back up here. So this is the client login. You see, yeah, now the add new is here, and you see here, edit, quick edit, view. This is also showing up now. So there is a little bit more content now because the Adminimize was already set up. Now it's like it will be with you guys as well. And you see this is also again available. So I want to restrict this like it was before, and I also want, like it was before, to remove the add new from here and from here, because I don't want them to be able to add pages to the website. I only want them to have access to pages that already exist and then be able to change some stuff that I've chosen that could be changed. Okay, so let's go back. Adminimize is under settings, Adminimize, if you click on it. So we have the Adminimize plugin. You see you have a lot of options here that we can set up. So what we're going to do is going to the right options for the page. We go to in the column of my client because that's the one I want to edit. I'm going to select all. So by now I have deactivated everything. But the only thing I will leave open is the title, so that he can, even not the title maybe. But I will leave it like it is for now. So everything else is deactivated. Let's click on update at the bottom and then refresh, and you see now the add new is gone from here, but it's still here. But so it can still add a page now, but it's already gone from here. And you see here the quick edit screen is also gone, so you can leave this open if you want to. And if I go to my page itself, you see this is still here, so this is something we need to remove, and the title is also here. Yeah, so what can we do next? We have to find the settings for this one, and these will be in the menu options. The menu options are these ones, so you can see dashboard separator is the little line in between or the space in between, and then we have posts, so this is in the same direction as here. So here we can deactivate specific stuff. Let's see what my client has access to. So we have dashboard. Maybe I don't want them to see this because that's not really useful for my client. So the dashboards, click on it and it's going to be deactivated. Posts should have access to it. Media, not really. I don't want them to see the media library. For example, for giving an example, pages should be enabled, but I don't want them to see add new because I don't want the client to have the ability to add new pages. So click on this. Then a custom post type. If you have custom post types and you want them to be able to edit the custom posts, then you can leave it as open. Comments can go away for me. Was Crocoblock there? No, it wasn't, so that's already gone. So I don't really have to check that. Appearance was there, yes, but it wasn't giving the error message if I clicked on it. Yeah, so I'm just going to remove it just by selecting the whole appearance group here. Plugins is not showing up, I think. Let me go back. No, plugins is already gone. Tools is there. Here it is, but it's still also not working. So just going to remove it. Then settings is not there. Cadence blocks is. I want cadence blocks to be gone. Where is it? And I also want jet engine to be gone. Like this. So I think I have checked them all. Let me update and let me refresh here. And that's because he goes to the dashboard probably, and that's not working now. Yeah, so you see now, you see the difference. So we only have posts, pages, course, and profile. And even profile, if you don't want this, so here the client is able to, if you want them to be able to set a new password, and if this is useful for the site, you can leave this open, but even this can be hidden if you wanted to, okay? Then, what I also want to limit is when I go to pages, click on home, I want this to be gone, the default editor. I can do this with Adminimize again. So if I go to write options of a page, these are all disabled except for the title, or hidden, let me say, because it's actually just hiding things away. So what I can try to do is make a custom one, because I don't think it will be in here by default. So how can I do this? Go to the page one, and if you scroll to the bottom, you will see we have the ability to add my own IDs or classes. So let me call this remove defaults editor, and now I have to provide the classes or the IDs inside of the code that will be hidden by the Adminimize plugin. So I go to here, I click on inspect, and I have to find some classes for this block. So we have, I think it's going to be this one. This is the title. If I go a bit higher, this is the overflowing, this is the container that contains them both. Classes. Copy. Let's paste them here. Add a dot because it's a class. The last one can go away. And then we have to add another one. So inside this one. This is the other one I want to be removing, so I can check just one of this is okay. Copy and add it here, and then update options, and you will see now if I go back, I have to go back inside of the settings, so the right options of the page. Go to the bottom, and you will see there is one left now, and this is what I called it, remove the default editor. Click on this one. So it's going to be hidden now, and click on update options, and now we have to check if it works, of course. So let me remove this and let me refresh my page. And now you see the editor is gone, so works perfectly. So that's a cool thing about Adminimize. It already allows you to hide a ton of stuff, and even if you don't find it, there's almost always a workaround, because you can add custom code or the custom classes to hide whatever you want. So now I have everything I wanted to. I have a custom role that already limits the possibilities that the client has. You can only edit certain stuff. And then with Adminimize, we're not actually limiting his capabilities, because if I go inside of the code again, you will see, this was the container, I think, yeah. You see it's still here, but it's actually just having a class of, or having a property of display none. So it's actually just hidden. So that's the thing with the user role editor, the first plugin I used, you actually limit the capabilities. So they won't have, by chance, even they won't have any possibility to edit anything. With this one, if they know what to do, they can click this away, and then you see it's here again, and you can still add stuff. But of course, most clients won't be doing this, but this is actually just hiding things away with the Adminimize plugin. Same for things here. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. Test it out, and if you have any problems, you can always let me know. Thanks.